Hey friends, so guess what? I finally have the EVH 5153. This is the 50 watt version. It still has 3 channels and it will totally kick your ass. If you guys follow my Instagram, that's the reason why I started doing this video for you guys. Is I actually posted a photo on my Instagram saying who wants to see me do a review on the EVH 5153, and I said if I get 200 likes, you guys are getting this video, and I got 200 likes, if you can see right there. So very cool. You can follow my Instagram and the first link below, and totally awesome. So why did I buy this amp? Because I have so many other amps. What made me want this amp? So what made me want this amp was because it's so close to like the flagship of the 6505, but it's just the newer version of what Eddie Van Halen made, and it's just an all-around amazing amp. And it had a little bit of different tone, and you're gonna hear that very, very soon. So what does this amp do? 3 channels: clean, crunch, and overdrive. So your settings are very simple. You have the presence knob, which is actually for all 3 channels. This is your overdrive, which is channel 3, and volume, obviously, middle, high, gain, low, all that easy stuff. And then this is your blend channel, which is just like the PV6505. You have your settings here for the clean channel and the crunch channel, which is okay. I know a lot of people prefer all their settings to be separate, but this is a much smaller head, and it is a little bit more affordable than the big version, which we will also talk in comparison about. This is 50 watts of all tube. It is 2 6L6s and 7 12AX7s, which is actually a real lot of 12AX7s for just 50 watts. I don't know, but you definitely can tell the gain stages that it has in here. So that is the front. Now let's go and show you also the foot switch. Very rugged foot switch. Another thing I like about it is it just takes a normal guitar cable. That's awesome. You have the green channel, you have a blue channel, a red channel, and you have a freaking purple channel, which is your effects loop, which I'm just super amazed with. I love purple on my, it's very different. Everyone has red and green, it's like the C blue is new, and then the C purple as well. I think that's, definitely an upgrade that they did. Very cool, definitely rugged. It's kind of big for, how big the head is, but you know what, I'm not going to complain. I actually am not even going to be using that in this video, but live I definitely do. So let's crank towards the back and see if you can see. You have 2 speaker outputs. You have the ohms, 4 ohms, 8 ohms, and 16 ohms to choose between those. You have a resonance knob, which is on the back. Oddly enough, that's okay though. You have an effects loop, which I will be doing some effects. You have a preamp out, which I don't use. Your foot switch, and you have headphones, MIDI in. So your power and standby switch is on here, and your power, and that's it. And then you also have your little cable thing, and this is teal. That is because I got it used, and this guy had a teal, which is totally okay with me. And what else is cool is you have the normal power cable that you can totally take out and in. I know PV6505 did not do that, and a lot of people hated that. So let's hear how this puppy sounds. Let me hook my camera up here. Super excited. The guitar I will be using is a EVH, or not an EVH, an ESP LTD EC1000. My green one, I have not whipped that out in a long time, so I'm gonna whip that out for you. Whip it out. And let's see here. Hopefully, oop, almost dropped my camera. Way to go. ERICSHREDS exclusive. Alright, let's see. There we go. And I'm also going through orange 212 with a vintage 30 and also a G1275T, but we're only miking the vintage 30. And I'm using my overhead mic as well, which we're gonna go in and out and do. You guys on YouTube actually asked me to use that cabinet, so I'm using it for you. All right, here we go. All right, we are going through the clean channel with both mics. that's a clean channel. If we put up the mids, put up the highs, put up the lows, see what else we get on the bridge pickup this time. So that is the clean channel. Let's go to the overdrive. All right. Whew. Sorry, I'm doing a mic check while doing this video because I'm lazy. Let's do a little bit. Roll off the gain. This is the gain halfway up. That alone already is a distortion that is just very signature. It's very just good. And this is the gain halfway. The low, the bass is about 11, mids and highs, and your presence about 12 as well. It's just very. If you want to hear just the SM57, now with the room mic and the speaker off, actually, the SM57 will be off now. This is just the room volume. That sounds pretty damn good to me. Alright, now let's crank up the gain some more, see what we get. Put the highs up some. Let's put the mids back. Let's crank the lows. I don't know what's gonna happen. Ooh, might be a little volume. That's with some Strymon effects. So let's just crank the gain all the way and see if we can actually get metal out of this channel. Actually, we were already at a metal settings, but let's just see what I can do. Crank the gains back. Let's just see. What should I play? Sorry, I'm making stuff up on the spot. So that is already metal. That is already just the second channel. You could totally just jam with those two channels and be happy with this amp. But of course, EVH impresses. This is the gain halfway on the overdrive channel. Let's crank some more gain, see what we can get out of it. Put some more lows in there, I guess. Less mids, more highs, maybe some more presence. And let's just do just the SM57 and see what we do. So, I think that sounds pretty damn good. Let's see what else we can do with it. Let's just crank the gain to an annoying amount. It's out about 3. Take the presence back, the highs, the mids So you can see this amp totally rocks, and I didn't even mess with the resonance knob. The resonance knob was about here. I will demonstrate that for you. I'm going to play everything at 12 and then I'm going to chug, and you're going to hear the difference. So that is that. I absolutely love this head. If I had to give a good review of it, I would say if you wanted a 6505 and yet sound different, or kind of right now sound like everyone else because everyone's getting one, these are just like the, I wouldn't say new and improved PV6505, but they definitely are different. They have a lot. If you view a video I have the 6505 and the EVH 5150, and I verse them towards each other, and you can hear the difference. This one definitely packs a low end punch, but the low end punch is not as round and not as, I would say this is tighter, but the other one has a more round low end that you cannot get with this one, and that's probably because this one's 50 watts as well. I've played the big boy version of this one, or the bigger boy version of this one, and the 100-watt head is awesome, but it was just, I don't need another head that is just that much weight, that big, and that much tube heavy. I really wanted a 6505 that was 50 watts, and I wanted it to be professionally made. Also, this is made in, I believe, Mexico, but everyone has really good reviews on, like, they're really reliable, and I really like this head. Another thing I like too is, I don't know if you can see, but it actually has little markers on this to where you know what numbers and where to put your settings. I know a lot of high-end amps tend to not have that as much. Like, I don't know, like my Huden Kettners don't have anything. But yes, I definitely approve of this head. Comment, tell me what you think of this. If you want me to do any more review of this head, let me know in the comments. Of course, like the video, or dislike the video, I don't care. Yeah, anyways, follow my Instagram, follow my band, and yeah, I keep wanting to talk about this head. It's really good, and yeah, it's just, oh, it's great. Just, you need to try one out. Oh, and then also they do have they have a bunch of other smaller versions, and I've played some of them, and they are great, but I wouldn't call them like the series of huge professional sounds. I've seen this head played live many times. Parkway Drive at Warped Tour one time. Like Moss the Flames played with it. Wage War plays with it. I've seen this so many times live, and it's great. It does sound good. It definitely has a crisp end to it, and that's a preference thing if you really like the crisp end to it. I think this head, to me, is the perfect rhythm/lead head. If you want to be a lead rhythm that fits perfect with a 6505, but you want to kind of be heard, I think this head is great for that. Would I recommend this for a rhythm? I totally think you can do this for rhythm, but I still kind of, my gut feeling says 6505 is just the best rhythm head as far as like those kind of compression amps. But anyways, that's enough of me blabbing about this. I will post on my Instagram next guitar heads I want to review, and you let me know in the comments if you want to see them. All right, I will see you guys later. You guys are awesome. Peace.